There's more than one reason to celebrate. Let's go on a journey. And count the ways as we take you to experience a different side of the world's cultures. Adventure awaits on Festivals of the World. Universo Paralelo. Ready to say hello to Brazil again? Yes? Good, because we're going on a trip to a parallel universe for 10 days. Don't worry, it's not located in the usual tourist-filled cities of Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo. This time, we're going to be at Itumbiara, a municipality in Bahia located on the northeastern part of Brazil, for Universo Paralelo, which you know by now translates to parallel universe. Parallel universe are the best two words to describe the vibe coming off of this utopic Brazilian music and arts festival. If you're planning to run away from your stressful life for a while, Universo Paralelo's got the perfect place for you. A coconut farm in Pratigi Beach that remains to be one of the remotest places in the world, even though the number of tourists are growing. It's the best way to hide from the annoying people in your life, and the best place to party when you're saying hello to a new year and a fresh start. While Universo Paralelo, or UP, because people love making acronyms for things, is a gift from the music festival gods now, we can't say the same 15 years ago. It started as a small New Year's Eve party in the Brazilian Planalto Central Mountains, and a few hundred people came from different parts of the country, and it served as the first edition of Universo Paralelo Festival. There is a time where the festival is held at the Chapada dos Veadeiros National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and a place you might want to check out and explore sometime. But then the organizers decided to move the venue to its current location, Pratigi Beach, because in contrast to Chapada's natural rock formation and steep waterfalls, Pratigi Beach seems more friendly to festival goers with its safeguarding beaches and cool winds and the nice, happy, open-minded people. A perfect place for Brazilian trance music scene to thrive. This wonderful fest is technically held for 2 years. It starts in a few days after Christmas and ends in a few days after New Year. So you better enjoy this brilliantly scheduled fest. Plus, the organizers get tons of headache because of clashing ideas and unexpected changes in nature, so that's why you must have a great time and end yours and everyone else's year with a bang. And don't forget that while the rest of the world has their bones frozen because of the winter season, you'll get chill, summery fun. If you love trance music, Universo Paralelo is perfect for you. Now, rather than define what trance music is, let's describe what it does when you listen to it. It's music that's relaxing and energetic at the same time. What trance music does is it lets you dance and sway to the rhythm, but doesn't pump you up too much to make you wild, crazy, and adrenaline-filled at the same time. It's chill and relaxing, but it doesn't make you want to go to sleep. You'll feel like you're floating on air, and it seems like this music is nature whispering to you. This is the Brazilian trance scene. Feels great, right? Don't be surprised if your mood swings have suddenly evaporated and you just feel great. It's what the trance music does, thanks to the amazingly talented artists performing at the festival. Out of the 10 festival days, 8 days are dedicated for music performed in 6 different stages, including the most popular one, the UP Club stage. Talented artists are coming from different parts of the world to UP and will definitely give out their best musical performance so that your dream bubble wouldn't burst. Universo Paralelo calls itself an annual celebration of music, history, union, and psychedelics. And admit it, the fest proves itself right. While there is camping, bonfires cannot be lit because the festival is very strict when it comes to trash disposal recycling, and not starting fires. They also firmly uphold and respect humanistic beliefs, like respecting diversity in the population of festival goers and taking care of one's body. That's why it's safe to bring your family with you, including kids, because there is nothing happening that you don't want kids and your family to see. Children under age 12 can get in for free. So come on now to Pertigi Beach and enter into a 10-day-long dreamlike state with Brazil's trance music culture. And once you're in Universo Paralelo, you wouldn't want to leave again. Gion Matsuri. Let's go to one of Asia's most beautiful cities for another exquisite taste of culture in the East. We'll be going to Kyoto, one of Japan's most popular cities, for Gion Matsuri. You don't have to rush to Kyoto so quickly in order not to miss it, because Gion Matsuri is celebrated on the entire month of July. But it'll be much better if you arrived in Kyoto just in time, because almost every day in July has a designated activity to be held for the festival. Gion Matsuri dated back centuries ago, when all sorts of catastrophes have hit Kyoto. Fire, earthquakes, and floods, and the people are doing a purification ritual called goryo-e to appease the gods who were thought to be bringing these disasters to the city. Every time a natural disaster is about to come, the people would perform goryo-e festivals to prevent the catastrophes from coming. On a much later time, these festivals became a way for rich families to compete and show off their wealth and taste. In 1533, the Ashikaga shogunate commanded that all religious traditions be stopped, but despite this, the festival managed to continue up until present because of the devoted people of Kyoto who did not let their traditions die. There are 3 parades held in downtown Kyoto, and each parade is held for 2 days. There's the Yoyoyama held on the 15th and 22nd of July, and the Yoyoyoyama held on the 14th and the 21st. Just remember that the parades with more ryois happen first. If you get confused, your stomach will rejoice when you see the food stalls lined in downtown Kyoto at night, because they're selling all sorts of Japanese delicacies like taiyaki, okonomiyaki, takoyaki, and yakitori. A festival is never complete without food, so eat up, eat up, eat up. To complete your blending in with the Japanese people, you should wear a traditional yukata. This is the Japanese traditional summer wear, and although it looks similar to a kimono, they differ from the material of the clothing. Yukata is usually made of cotton, and kimono is made of silk. Yukatas are very pretty, and you can pair it with traditional purses and paper fans as you walk the streets of Kyoto. The event you should never miss in Gion Matsuri is the Yamaboko Junko, held on the 17th of July. Yamaboko Junko is included in the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity, and once you see the parade, you'll understand why it deserves to be part of the Intangible Cultural Heritage list. The Yamaboko, or giant wooden floats, are built without having to use nails. They are divided into 2 kinds. Yama, the smaller ones, about 6 meters in height and about 20 people pushing, pulling, or carrying the floats. And Hoko, the larger ones, and often have wheels on them, and goes as far as 25 meters tall, with around 40 people pulling the floats. The floats are all designed in ancient-looking patterns that carry the influence of the Chinese. They are usually colored in red, gold, royal blue, and black. The parade starts at 9 in the morning, but you better arrive on the parade early in order to get a good spot because there would be a lot of people arriving to see the parade too. Kyoto is best known for its beautiful temples and shrines, and some of these monuments are declared as UNESCO World Heritage Sites, like Kinkakuji, also known as the Golden Pavilion, and the Ginkakuji, or the Silver Pavilion. Do not forget about the Fushimi Inari Shrine, famous for its red torii path, and Arashiyama's bamboo forests. It's a lucky chance that a wonderful festival is held in such a beautiful city, so take full advantage of it. Feast your eyes on the living legacies of ancient Japanese culture. Take a deep breath and take it all in. Naadam. In between two powerful countries, Russia and China, lies the underrated country of Mongolia. And in this country is where the 3 Games of Men, or in Mongolian, Erin Gurvan Naadam, are held. It's like a mini Olympics in Ulaanbaatar, the capital of Mongolia. And it's one of the most highly anticipated and most widely watched festivals in the country. Erin Gurvan Naadam, or just simply Naadam, is said to have existed centuries ago in different forms, like a simple hunting ritual. Then it became sort of a religious ceremony when Buddhism was introduced in Mongolia by the Khans. It also became a political festival during the Qing Empire in order to display and affirm where the center of power is. They say that when you attend Naadam, it's like seeing Mongolia in its entirety because culture, traditions, politics, and religion were all associated with Naadam. You're probably dying to know what the 3 Games of Men consist of. The games are Mongolian wrestling, horse racing, and archery. Mongolian wrestling is the only sport exclusive for males. The horse racing is definitely a must-watch because Mongolians are one of the best horse riders in the world. In fact, competitors in Naadam horse racing competition are not adults but children aged 5 to 13 because they are lighter than adults. It's no surprise that kids this young are participating because in Mongolia, learning how to ride a horse is like learning how to walk. Mongolia is known for its still prevalent horse culture, and Naadam is a good training ground for young jockeys. Mongolian horses are one of the best and are known to have higher endurance than the best horse breed in the West. Mongols do not pamper their horses. They let their horses fend for themselves, like getting their own food, letting them withstand extreme temperatures outside during the summer and winter. The kind of racing Mongolian horses have is one of the factors leading to their high endurance to exhaustion and heat. When horse races come, nobody cares about the capability of the jockey or the horse. Horse riding is part of a Mongol child's basic education, and all Mongolian horses are considered equal. The winner is called the leader of 10,000. Now to the archery competition. You're going to see the participants in their national Mongolian clothes called dil, and they played by teams consisting of 10 members. Mongols have a unique archery competition. Instead of having a bull's eye, they have what they call surs, a cylindrical object bigger than a teacup but smaller than a bowl. The wall of surs are placed 75 meters away for men and 65 meters away for women. Archers are given 4 arrows each, and the team has to hit 33 surs. When an archer knocks the sur out of the wall, it'll be considered a hit, and if the sur is knocked out of the center, it'll give the archer more points. You'll probably hear this word from the judge often, uhai. It means hooray, and it means the archer made its mark. Last but not least, the most popular sport among the 3 manly games, Mongolian wrestling, better known as bok, because it's the sport that garners the most competitors. A wrestler loses if another part of his body, aside from his feet, touches the ground. Bok means endurance, and this kind of wrestling really puts a man's endurance to the test. Each wrestler has a zasul or encourager. The zasul sings a song of praise to the winner after rounds 3, 5, and 7. The winning wrestler of the 7th or 8th round, depending whether the tournament has 512 or 1024 wrestlers, earn the title Zan or elephant. And the winner of the 9th or 10th round is going to be called Arslan or lion. Then, the winners compete with each other until one wrestler is declared the winner. It's not advisable for you to join the competitions if you're an outsider, because wrestling, archery, and horse riding are done quite differently in Mongolia, so just sit back, relax, and enjoy and see Mongolian culture in its entirety. Latitude. We're going to the eastern reaches of England, and no, London is not located there. The destination is the country of Suffolk in an estate called Henham Park. If you're a fan of Jane Austen works, you'd appreciate and love the place because it's a potential setting for one of her novels set in the late 18th century. Anyways, what's being held at Henham Park is a 4-day Latitude Festival that happens every second week of July. The venue has never changed since Latitude's first edition in 2006. That happens every second weekend of July. Not even the festival's official website explains why the festival is called Latitude, but it's very certain that it's not a festivity that will make you measure latitudes and longitudes like in geography. Latitude is considered a music fest, but there are also elements of theater and literature involved because people have varying combinations of interests. It's also a festival that is friendly to all kinds of musicians, like the mainstream, the unpopular, the unusual, and the experimental. Aside from musicians, there are also comedians, poets, and authors. Latitude is definitely culturally enriching. Latitude is not the haughty, classy festival that you'd sometimes feel silly, out of place, or intimidated. It's sort of the festival for the middle class, which the organizers take pride in, and they continuously attract a wide range of festival goers because of this reputation. But just because it's dubbed to be a festival for the middle class doesn't mean it's dull. Surely in other festivals, you wouldn't see sheep in different colors. Before your hyperactive imagination starts going, the sheep are not aliens or weird crossbreeds. Their wools have been dyed in a certified animal-safe veggie dye. Other unusual twists are the secluded DJ performances and the forest and opera performance by the lake. Who needs stages when Henham Park has a forest and a lake where artists could perform? Who knows, in the future editions, there could be an underwater concert or a mid-air theater performance. These unusual twists and turns are what makes Latitude Festival an exciting event to go and look forward to. The lineup of musicians do not identify a dominating genre. Seriously, you can expect any genre, from electronica to rock and everything in between. Different aspects of art are also present, and each area could be divided for each branch of art thanks to the natural surroundings. There are filmmakers, visual artists, authors, actors, poets, dancers, comedians, and directors who could inspire you and your artistic pursuits, whatever they are. The most popular ones are the comedy and literature tents, so you better get early if you want to have a glimpse of the funniest people and the best writers. If you want family fun, this is a great spot for you. The organizers even designated a campsite that's only available for families who have kids who are 16 years old or under with them. Children's tickets are cheaper than the regular ones, and kiddies younger than 5 years old can go for free. Because there are children attending, there are places where kids could do varying activities like art workshops and puppet shows. Because Henham Park is a huge venue, it's harder for security to monitor the entire place, but don't worry because organizers promised that there would be tighter security in the area. But just to be sure, don't leave your valuables where unfriendly hands could seize them. There's no harm in being careful, right? Well, what do you know? Latitude has a recently launched sister festival called Longitude, and it's held at Marlay Park in Ireland and happens on the same weekend as Latitude. Maybe if they had a third one, the organizers will call it Equator, or any term involving globes. If you want to visit Longitude next time, surely it'll be as great as your Latitude experience. If you want a place bursting with art, music, and kaleidoscopic events, you know where to go. Have a great time! Put that phone down. Yes, your selfies and your Instagram-worthy photos are important, but take the time to put the camera and phones down for a while and take a deep breath. Now that your head's clear and your eyes are not in front of a screen, look around you. The crowds of people going crazy to the music that gathered all of you in one setting, the place that caters to a cultural celebration that has been going on even before your grandparents were born, the unity and the immense effort exerted for a religious event as a way to pay respect and be one with the devotees. There are things outside the frames of your camera that are best seen through your eyes and not through phone screens or camera viewfinders. Take the time to appreciate everything around you. And by appreciating, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to document all of it and tell everyone that it's nice or beautiful. Putting your phone down for a while means keeping a part of your festival experience to yourself, and that'll just be yours. You know for yourself that if you're able to experience something, you'd be able to create a vivid, accurate description or image in your head, and it'll make you want to go back again. The point of going to a festival in the first place is to have fun and experience the vibe for real. Then after your experience, that's when you'll tell others about what happened. The feeling is quite different when your attention is 100% on the goings-on than your attention being divided between your vlog or selfies and the goings-on. And what if you're that busy and you didn't notice that the best part of the festivity already passed? Surely, your 500,000 Instagram followers would understand that real-life experience comes first. So put that phone down for a while and enjoy the festival. The celebration ends here, but the fun is not over. And we still have more festivities to look forward to. So recharge your energy and get ready for another adventure. We'll see you again on Festivals of the World.